Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Mellow. Yo. It's mellow. Yo.
I don't know if you noticed, but I have on a t-shirt. And this you like the drip? You like the drip? It has my name on the back, and it has this detail on the sleeve. So awesome. If you guys want to get your custom work done, I will put her email down in the links below. You guys check out So Classy Inc. What's up, everybody, and welcome to Mello's World on Vibe.tv, where I watch everything in pop culture so that you don't have to. We have a packed show today, so I'm going to just go ahead and jump right on in. The first show that we're going to talk about is Pretty Hard Cases. It's Season 1, Episode 10. Wazowski's son was caught up in the drama this week. He almost died. He got pushed over a ledge, but his mother saved him. Tiggy got shot, but she survived. Kelly decided to work with Guns and Gangs because she's trying to make things easier for her ex-partner who's being mistreated by the other officers because he stood by Kelly when she snitched on her friend and fellow officer. Wazowski is hyped because she feels that Kelly is like her best friend right now, so she's loving it. This show is getting very good. It's like heating up. It's not doing the typical thing right now, which is like a Black Lives Matter or I Can't Breathe theme right now. So like it's the only cop show right now that I'm currently watching that's pretty believable because their cases aren't focused on, I guess, things that's going on in the news today. The next show that we're talking about is the Kardashians. Keeping Up with the Kardashians. We all know that this is their last season. This is season 20, episode 4. The girls visit a bunker to see what it's like to stay in a bunker. Yeah, it was weird. It was really weird. And then they tried to make it seem like Courtney was having this lesbian fling with TikToker Addison, which wasn't believable, and you can actually tell that it was like some kind of made up storyline, I guess, for the season. I guess they're running out of ideas, and the only thing I'm thinking is, where's Kanye? Like, Kanye, if you're alive, blink twice. Kanye? Kanye. No, but the show is always a good watch. It's really funny. I love me some Khloe. Khloe is like my favorite Kardashian. Do not tell Kim, but Khloe is my favorite Kardashian. I love her. The next show that we're going to talk about is Debris. We're on season 1, episode 6 just dropped, and it was a filler episode. It wasn't like too much drama. It was real subtle. There was like a couple that found this piece of debris, and when you touch the debris, if you're old, you're gonna get like super young. Like pretty much if you're like 70, you probably be like 20. But the only catch with this piece of debris is that if you're too far away from it, you're gonna de-age or like super age until like you turn to dust and die. And now, mind you, there's really no give with this one. Like, the debris didn't give. Well, no, I guess it did give. I mean, it gives the old people youth, but the people that own the debris don't get anything from it. Like, it doesn't, like, transfer any energy. It just seems to take energy. But our officers are looking for it so they can lock it up and do what they usually do with it. They took the people that was affected that was still alive because a lot of people was dying from this piece of debris. But they took the remaining people that was alive and, put them in the lab so they can figure out how to unattach these people from this piece of debris. Because if not, these people are going to die. So literally, they just did this to I swear it was like 10 people that they ended up using the piece of debris to freeze so that these people can stay in stasis until they figure out how to help them. And then they're doing this with the survivors from this debris. So it's kind of weird. Their approach right now is just, I don't know, just protect and capture and study. instead of really doing any action, they're just still gathering these pieces of debris. But this show is really good. It's a good watcher. It's very suspenseful. You guys catch up on it. It is season 1, Debris, episode 6. The next show that we're talking about is Queen Sugar, and this is season 5, episode 8. Okay, and in this episode, Charlie's sick and she's afraid that it's COVID. Her ex, Davis, comes to the rescue to take care of her. Nova is contemplating marriage. Violet is trying to help Hollywood get over the death of his mother because he's going through it right now. He can't wrap his mind around the fact that she's gone. Ralph, Angel, and Darla are trying to figure out where they want Blue to go to school because they found out that he's super smart. And his grandma, Darlene, Darla's mom, she ended up getting him into a really good school, but the school doesn't have any black kids in it. So he would be the first black kid. So I see why his parents are like, I don't know if we want to do this with him, but he would get a lot of opportunities from going to the school. Micah is still out in Minnesota protesting, so I'm really happy for his character arc. It seems to be he's grown into a man and not just reacting. The next show that we're going to talk about is Tyler Perry's The Oval. It's in season 2, and we're on episode 8. It was a slow episode. Barry filmed a video for social media asking for help to find his daughter and Ruth. His mother and father are still fighting because she refused to tell him who's the father of Picky, which was what we all thought was her nephew, but was actually her son. But she still refused to tell anybody who's the father. And I'm kind of thinking it's either her brother-in-law or somebody raped her that her husband loves and she doesn't want him to know what happened. And it's kind of messing up her whole reputation with him. But I don't know. She's protecting somebody. And I just can't wait to find out who. Lily tried to gather some evidence, but Cal catches her in her own home, by the way. And Cal gets on my nerves because he's breaking so many boundaries, but I do understand that he was trying to move in the house and he was really trying to, make this relationship work, but you can't come between Lily and her husband just yet. They still trying to work things out, but Cal is insane. But anyhow, Lily and Cal, they kind of get into it. She pulls out a gun and scares him out the house because I think he does believe that she would shoot his ass. Well, and then the first lady and her son, they aren't getting any better because she thinks there's no way her son will ever be normal again after killing his 4th person. And I kind of feel like he's just going to get worse from here on because he kept telling them the only thing that he needed was love, and they're still giving him hate, fear, and just they just don't want him to be around. So it's really weird, and I know that he can sense that, but I think he's on his way to killing either his mother or somebody next. The next show that we're going to talk about is Supergirl, and we're on season 6, episode 2. Supergirl is still stuck in the Phantom Zone. She finds her father in there. He managed to live in there by evading the Phantoms. And then we go to Lex's trial, and for him trying to enslave the world, and everything starts to go left, typical Lex Luthor style. He begins to kind of mind screw everybody into believing that he's some kind of hero of some sort. And Lena had to go in there so she could, Lena, who's his sister, Lena Luthor, she decides to go and testify because she was right there giving, she was right there doing the whole procedure. So she knew what he was doing. So she could tell the people, the jury, what exactly happened, what were his motives, etc., etc. And everybody's thinking that this is what we all need for him to, be sent to jail, but he actually beats the case, which is weird. And he's yet free again, Lex Luthor. Supergirl and her father is still stuck in the Phantom Zone, but they got an idea about something about portals on how to get out because they see the Phantoms are using portals to get out. But we'll have to wait until next week to see if they figure out how to harness this energy so they can portal out. The next movie that we're going to talk about, actually our first movie of the night, is called Secret Society. Yo, this movie is so bomb. You guys have to check it out. It is so good. We have Erica Pinkett as Tina and Raina Love as Celeste. They're two trans women living a dangerous life of hustling straight men. And this movie details how they try to get out the game before everybody finds out about them. It's a great movie. The girls did a great job acting like trans women. And it's a sad ending, but it's a really good watch, you guys. It's very good. I think that Erica Pinkett did an amazing job for, I think this is probably her second movie, I think, but I'm not sure. But I think this is her first starring role. And she killed it. Her and Raina, they killed it. It was very believable. The stories was good. It was a little bit like jumbled up in the beginning, but then the movie just rides on out. It's really good. I want you guys to check it out. It's called Secret Society. I believe it's on Netflix. The next movie is Concrete Cowboy with Idris Elba and Caleb McLaughlin. Okay, this movie was actually kind of boring to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. You guys tell me what you think about this movie. I thought it was boring. It's about a kid who gets sent away to live with his father in hopes to turn his life around. His father teaches him how to take care of horses, but he still lets the streets entice him. It's a slow watch, but it's still a really good watch, I guess. But it was just really slow and boring. There's a lot of really good stars in this movie. You know, of course, Idris, and then Caleb McLaughlin is from Stranger Things. He's the black kid of the group. It's really, like, I thought it was, what's the word? It was an okay watch, but it was just boring to me. It wasn't anything in the movie that really blew me away. But you guys tell me what you think. If you really like this movie, if this was your joint, let me know. The next show that we're going to talk about, we're going to double back to our shows, is Them. Oh, this show is crazy. It's kind of like Get Out meets... It's kind of like Get Out meets... what was that show with the magicians? It's kind of like... Dang, I can't think of the show. But if you guys know what I'm talking about, put it down in the comments. But it's kind of like Get Out, like mixed with that show, and it's like, but they're centering on I guess like in Compton around like the 1950s or so, when before like a lot of black people moved in, basically the racism and things that was going on in that neighborhood, the neighborhoods of East Compton. And it's kind of like some haunty things are going on, like some people are just losing their mind. There's ghosts. It's really good. It's not about like magic and stuff like that, but it's like, it really seems like it really seems like Jordan Peele, like, aesthetic-y type of show. It's really good. It's in season 1 right now. I'm on episode... I think I'm on episode 8 right now. It's really creepy. It's really good. The actors are killing the game. The name of the show is Them. It's season 1, episode 10. That was horrible. I didn't really have like too much info on that show. That's because I literally just got through from watching it. It's a new addition to my show, so I really apologize for not having all the information on it. But next episode I will have all the information on it. I just didn't want to leave it out because it was really good. It's about the Black Lives Matter movement right now. I believe it's kind of like a curtail to it, and maybe this is like a prequel. But the other shows that we have to mention that came on this week, we have Mixed Dish. They're on season 2, episode 9. Friendly Reunion is back. We have season 3, episode 1. Vice Season 8, Episode 5, Breeders Season 2, Episode 4, The Flash Season 7, Episode 6, Final Space is back, Season 3, Episode 3, and Delilah on BET Season 1, Episode 5 is out. That show is starting to turn up too. Delilah and her best friend's relationship is starting to crumble because they both are fighting for this case. We don't know what's going on and what's going to happen, but hopefully things will work out and they'll be able to keep their friendship together, you know, trying to kiki and be friends again. Well, that was our entertainment news for this episode, and we experienced a horrible loss, and that was DMX, and I just want to send all my prayers to his family and his children, and I just want everybody to remember his artistry, and please, for this cancel culture people trying to defame him, like, what's the use in doing that? You're supposed to respect the dead. And you guys are out there talking about old things in the past. Who he was in the past isn't necessarily who he became. And who he became was a great voice, a poet, just a great artist and lyricist, period. And I think he's going to be missed. And I just want to say again, I send all my prayers and my condolences to the family of DMX, Earl Simmons, who passed away at 50. And you guys are still out there giving your false stories about like how he died, and it's really not important. It's just the fact that he's gone and we're not going to be able to enjoy his art anymore. So again, everybody send your prayers and your love to the Simmons family, and DMX, we're going to miss you, man. Well, I hope you guys enjoy this segment of the show. The next segment of the show is going to be the interview that I'm going to have with my brother and everybody, and I have a couple of questions I want to ask, and we're just going to talk about these questions and give you guys some answers, and hopefully you guys give us some feedback, right? Yeah, give us some feedback. We love the feedback, and we love even more questions. If you guys have any questions that you would like me to answer or to get like any advice on, just hit me up and I will answer it on Ask Mello. And you guys, this is the 4th episode, so things are going pretty smooth. I'm starting to figure things out. As you can see, I got the background. I'm starting to figure things out, like on my, like all by myself. It's hard, but hey, where there's a will, there is a way. So it's going to get better. I have to get another ring light because my brother and his stupid friend broke it. Yeah, but it's working for right now. As you can see my glasses. You see it? But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If there's any shows that you think that I need to catch, let me know. I still have to find out about irregulars. I saw something about like Powers there, but it kind of threw me off when I saw something about Sherlock Holmes, and I was like, that franchise isn't really synonymous with Powers and stuff, but they're dealing with creatures that have powers or something. So I don't know. I'm gonna check it out though. I'm waiting for the boys to drop their new season. I need to check out the new Melissa McCarthy movie. So there's a lot of things that still need to be watched, and I got you guys covered. But you guys, let me know what you think about today's episode, and let me know if there's any more shows I need to catch. Let me know if I missed anything, any of your favorites, or if I misquoted something, or if you guys see a different take on any of the episodes that I talked about today, let me know. Well, I hope you guys have a good day. Enjoy this next segment of Ask Mello.